G'day, Professor Joseph Drew. One of the things that's characterising our society and all across the world is a lot of disagreement about public policy. Often very angry, vitriolic, violent sometimes disagreement on public policy. And the reason why we have it is that people aren't doing public reasoning. In this video, I'll tell you about the two critical ingredients of good public reasoning, and I hope with all my heart that people take it on board and start doing it, because it's the only way we're going to keep society together and progress as human beings. Why do we need to do it? Every level of government needs to do it. It's local government that gets forced to do it, but state governments and federal governments certainly need to do it. If you don't engage with people, if you don't set out good reasons for acting and be prepared to listen to good reasons for changing, and they must be good reasons and universalized, well, then you won't get the best outcomes. You'll get a group of very angry people. Now, you might get that even if you do the correct thing, even if you do good public reasoning and universalism. But you're less likely to get it when you follow through on the basics. Two key ingredients, and the first key ingredient is practical reason. Tommaso de Aquino, known to some of you as St. Thomas Aquinas, wrote about this at length. It uses what's called the practical syllogism. Practical syllogism is contained in 3 steps. Step number 1, state plainly the aim, the objective of the public policy. We get everyone on the same page, so we're all talking about the same things. Really, really critical step that's often overlooked. Step number 2, state plainly the means, the way that you anticipate you can get to that objective, that aim. Now, this is the bit, step 2, which is contestable. People may have good reasons for amending the means or proposing a better means that achieves the same objective. So, but please understand that they must be good reasons. You must state something that's actually possible. So, we don't want a tax increase, we'll just become more efficient, is not a good reason. If you can show that those efficiencies are possible and they would come up to the same quantum, or we could reduce the quantum by a possible pragmatic efficiency saving, by all means. But you must give good reasons and have evidence for your proposition. Otherwise, it'll be defeated. Otherwise, it's not going to get us closer to the truth. Once you get through step 2, you get to step 3, which is a command to action. So we've got an aim, a way to do it that we've talked about and thought about good reasons for amending or making better, and then we get to conclusion, which is a command to action. That is the basic steps of public reasoning. Now, it's very important that you also include the next ingredient. The next ingredient is universalism. You know, Kant's ethical formalism is famous for this, but it's a long-standing principle of natural law philosophy. So what does it mean? Universalism means, am I prepared to always, in similar contexts, with similar people, propose the same remedy? Now, what it does is it stops us all from doing what's, natural, thinking about ourselves, thinking only about ourselves, making it all about me. If you don't have universalism in there, you're going to get selfish propositions that help the person making the proposition. So, for an instance, if it's a special rate variation, increase the taxation, can I universalize? Should I say the previous generation, the next generation should also say the same thing? We don't want to pay extra tax and we'll just kick the can down the road. Would we have been happy if the previous generation did it? Would we be happy if the next generation did it? Would we be happy if other people in the community had and held to the same proposition? Now, if we don't universalize, we miss the whole point of government, as Aristotle outlined. The whole point of government is for us to cooperate. work together for an outcome that we can't achieve by ourselves or in smaller groups. By yourself, by all means, be selfish if that's what makes you happy. Smaller groups like your family or organisations, be selfish if that's what makes you happy. But in government, where it's all about the common good, where it's about others, not the self, you must universalise. If you're not doing that, you're not doing public reasoning, you're not doing government. And remember, no one is infallible. No expert, no consultant, no advisor, no council staff member, no public person is infallible. There is only one that is infallible, and that's not a person. Okay, so I am prepared, and this is always my modus operandi when I'm working with counsellors, when I'm working with people, when I'm working with groups, is I put up good reasons, and I'm prepared to be challenged and convinced with good reasons that there's another alternative. Now, what you can't challenge me on is the empirical work, because empirical work uses deductive logic. That is the well-respected total fact of Euclidean geometry, and all the philosophy is worked off that. It's deductive logic. Now, how you interpret numbers, how you interpret empirical work may be up for contest, but the actual numbers are what the numbers are. So if you're going to a meeting or working with me as a group of counsellors or council executives or community groups or whatever, I'm always happy for good reasons to contest my propositions. But please do it in a respectful way, and please remember they must be good reasons. They must be actual practical, pragmatic things that could result in the objective that we have. If they're not those things, and if they're not universalized, well, then it's not going to progress the cause and get us to where we need to go. Look, I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, you can use it in any way that you like. It's my personal intellectual property, and I just wish you all the best. Thank you very much for your time. Goodbye.